Welcome back to the One British Pickleball GP here live from the Surrey Sports Park, and as the sun begins to dip, we're entering the final phase of an unforgettable day of pickleball. Hundreds of points have been played, dreams have risen, and some have been dashed. But now, as the countdown begins, the stage is set. From the early morning qualifiers to the midday battles, it's all come down to this. The women's doubles finals of the 1GP. A share of £10,000 awaits, but more than that, the glory of lifting the 1GP trophy. So wherever you are, courtside, online, or shouting from your kitchen, don't blink, because this is it. This is the one. This is the 1GP women's doubles final. As the lights shine in the arena, Sam Basford joins me for this one. And Sam, this is an absolute feast of pickleball.
It is, Nick. What a day it's been so far, and continues to be here at the 1GP at Surrey Sports Park. We've got the women's doubles final for you. Men's doubles final is running alongside on court 2. We've seen 2 of these already in a final. Nick Nags against Ovchadek. It was Ovchadek who took the gold in the singles. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, we've got significant experience on court here, significant European experience, apart from Ellie Tompkinson, the young pretender to the 1GP crown. Of course, won the English national singles this year, but yet to be crowned with gold in the doubles format of the game at the very top level. She's partnering Molly Nags for the first time, but the challenge is set because Nothnagel and Ovchadek are regular partners together on the European scene. They know each other's game inside out, communicate well on court, so I think the challenge is enormous for Tompkinson and Nags here.
It is, and I think that's why I'm looking forward to this final so much, Nick. Women's doubles is always a sight to behold, especially at this level. You see such good offense, such good defense, especially with these personalities on court. You've got so much personality, so much dynamism, and I'm just so excited to see how this one ends up. It's Ellie Tompkinson to serve in the race to 15, time in 0:02.
Yeah, it is showtime here at the 1GP. Doesn't get any bigger than the women's doubles final. Can Ovchadek be a double winner here at the 1GP and take home a second gold medal? Interesting play there, Sam. The third shot from Ovchadek was on point, perfect, and it was popped up by Nags, but Nothnagel not choosing to progress through the transition zone to take advantage of the pop-up.
Yeah, I think Ovchadek and Nothnagel will trust their ability to drop the ball into the non-volley zone for the majority of the time, just working their way into this game. Just a bit of a question here. I think they just want the music turned down, if possible. We've had a great atmosphere all day in here, Nick. Music has definitely added to that, but I think when the players get to these important moments, they want as much quiet as possible to allow them to focus.
Yeah, it's understandable. The atmosphere has been brilliant here today. The 1GP DJ putting on the entertainment for spectators in the arena. A quick chat with Tomkinson and Nags ahead of the final, Sam, and they suggested to me that the strategy was power, power, and a little bit more power.
We'll see how that goes, Nick. Just a bit of a miscommunication in the middle between Nags and Tomkinson. I don't know if they're playing together for the first time, if they might have had one tournament before this together, but certainly not an established partnership to the extent of Chadek and Nothnagel.
That ball's just called long by Chadek of Poland. Nothnagel, Germany. Nags and Tomkinson both here from the UK. And that's nice placement from Tomkinson. Hey diddle diddle, straight down the middle.
Absolutely, and I think Nags and Tomkinson are definitely going to have some success when those balls are high and they're up at the non-volley zone. Nick, both extremely powerful in their volleys.
We can see Nags and Tomkinson have elected to stack here, Sam.
Yeah, Tomkinson much more comfortable on the right-hand side of the court. Opens up the opportunity for Nags to drive the forehand when the ball is down the middle as well.
Action all around the arena here.
Don't mind it from Tomkinson. Took the pace off the volley before really nicely to control it. I like the idea to pull Nothnagel wide.
Great scramble defence. But just one shot to defend, too many for Nothnagel and Chadek, and that's nice from Tomkinson and Nags, who are consistent in their attack there.
Just a bit of a switch up from Nothnagel and Chadek. We haven't really seen them dink over to that Tomkinson forehand as of yet. Deals with it well, though, Tomkinson.
The under-21s are in action on court 3 and court 4 semi-final action. Men's doubles finals 2. All action here at the 1GP. And that's loose from Nothnagel, and that'll be punished from Nags every single time on the overhead smash. Not just looking to hit that ball hard though, Sam. Creates a nice angle on the smash.
Yeah, absolutely, and one of the biggest differentiators we see from lower level play to higher level play is on those aggressive shots, not needing to hit the ball at 100% pace. Actually just taking a bit of pace off, focusing on direction, and often win the point outright.
And that's a great angle this time from Nothnagel. Interesting to see Tomkinson attacking Nothnagel there on the diagonal rather than straight ahead to Ofsarek.
Yeah, I think it's just a case of Tomkinson familiarising herself with these newer opponents to her. As you said earlier on, all the other 3 players have really great levels of experience within European pickleball. Tomkinson, not quite with the same extent of experience, so we'll be learning how to play against these different players.
Now that ball was hit long, just as another ball rolled across court.
Should be side out, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the right call from players there. Rather than replaying the points, that rolling ball did not have an impact. Oh, that looked close. Close call.
This time opting to switch on the near side.
Nothnagel and Ofsarek just unwinding there. Sam, what's the intention there?
Yeah, Ovchadek loves to play on that left-hand side, so establishing themselves in the optimal position or configuration. What a dig from Nothnagel. Follows up with the forehand volley down the middle. You can see they're so comfortable on this in this configuration. Feels optimal for their team. So anytime they're in a position where they don't want to be, as much as possible, they'll look to establish themselves here.
What a reset. And you've got to say, Sam, that Nothnagel and Ovchadek deserve that point from Nothnagel's resets alone.
It was, she was off screen, we couldn't even see her down there, but nonetheless manages to dig it out. A good early lead here for the European duo.
Yeah, Tomkinson and Nags just struggling to fire on their own serve at the minute, which tells me that when Sadek and Nothnagel are at the kitchen line, they're completely dominant.
Yeah, and like that return from Tomkinson, something we spoke about earlier, slightly shorter return, bit of backspin, keeps the ball low. Makes it really difficult for players to either drop or drive on the third shot. But it feels like Tomkinson and Nags just need one of those points to settle them into the game. Hasn't quite happened for them yet. Rallies have been fairly short so far.
And both returns in that side out have gone to Tomkinson, and Tomkinson has smashed both third shot drives into the middle of the net. Got to make their opponents play. Can they inflict their own non-scoring side out here? Feels like crucial stages of the women's final.
Bit more of an assured volley from Tomkinson there, Nick. Is that the sort of shot that you might hope will settle Ellie Tomkinson down a little bit?
I think we already saw glimpses here and flashes that when just let this ball play out, that's a nice double-handed backhand volley from Nothnagel, but when that ball's in the air, Tomkinson looks comfortable. When it bounces, she's a little bit more unsure and a little bit more tight as it currently stands.
And Ovcharek having lots of success with that inside-out drop over to the backhand of Nags. Always playing with a smile on her face, Karolina Ovcharek. Certainly got reason to be smiling here at 8-1 at the change of ends. Nick, it went so well for our British player earlier on in the men's singles, Josh Bright. What do the British duo have to do here if they're to bring themselves back into this game?
I think Nags needs to be a little bit more dominant and start increasing the percentage of the court that she's taking ownership for. She's So currently as it stands, it's a 50-50 split down the middle. I'd like to see that increase to 75-25 with Nags just beginning to poach that ball, trying to take a few more returns and almost playing like this is a mixed doubles contest.
We'll see if there's much discussion as they walk back to the back of the court. 8-1 is the score. Not much chat between Tompkinson and Nags. Nick, do you think that's a case of they know what they need to do and want to do and it's just a case of getting on with it? Or I'm always a big advocate of just having a little chat in a timeout, just to confirm everything for the next few points.
Yeah, and utilise the full amount of time that you've got to, because if nothing else, it can be just a momentum breaker. ATP from Nags.
Yes, you got it.
Great defence from Nothnagel on the ATP from Nags, and it feels like everything that Ovčarek and Nothnagel are doing very much turns to gold, and that gold could be the medal they're going to lift at the end of this women's encounter.
Yeah, I think that's the return spot for Tompkinson and Nags there at the moment, over to the forehand of Nothnagel. We've seen Ovčarek so consistent on the drops. Oh,
what a great play from Caroline Nothnagel. Look at the hands, look at the touch, look at the feel. Reduces her grip on the paddle and sends that ball cross court.
They're just... There's no other word for it other than dominant at the moment, Nick. It's relentless. There's not much else to say at this point.
Yeah, absolutely mauling their prey here. They've got a jaw lock around Nags and Tompkinson and are not letting go. A little bit of fire from Nags and Tompkinson. Is that the confidence boost that they need to turn this final around? Better quality on the return there as well from Nags. Just gets that ball deep to the baseline, and those are the basics that Nags and Tompkinson will look to get right in the latter stages of this game, but Tompkinson appears out of sorts, Sam.
Yeah, just hasn't quite found the rhythm in this final. Normally so consistent and solid, making her way forwards through the court, dropping, driving. It's just what we've become accustomed to with Ellie Tompkinson. So anything other than that relentless consistency is unusual. Having said that, Ovčarek is firing on that backhand side, Nick.
Yeah, firing on all cylinders. Karolina Ovčarek here, live from Surrey Sports Park at the One British Pickleball GP. Action from our women's doubles final here, where Ovčarek and Nothnagel are completely dominant in our women's doubles final. Swing and a miss from Ovčarek, and Tompkinson just puts that ball long. Lob just goes long from North Nagel. So can Nags and Tomkinson manage to find any level of momentum here? Any consistency? And Nags has decided just to open up. And there's the quality that Nags possesses, Sam.
Yeah, absolutely. I think out of the Josh Bright handbook, that forehand, Nick went at North Nagel the first time, who defended well but didn't accommodate positioning for the next shot. Opened up the line for Nags. Ovchadek follows up with an unforced error. Return. Question here around server maybe, but 3-12-1 is the score that is called.
Ooh.
We don't mind it. I love the effort. And I think it's what you said earlier, Nick, about Nags being a bit more aggressive on the court, taking the game to Caroline and Carolina.
Sounds like the men's doubles final, it's come to a conclusion, Sam.
It has indeed. Josh Bright taking home another gold medal here at the One British Pickleball GP alongside Mauro Garcia.
What a weekend for Josh Bright, a double gold medalist. Can Carolina Ovchadek do just the same here? That will give Tomkinson some confidence. Walks away to the baseline with a lot of intent.
And a bit of a shout after that last point. Lesser spotted from Tomkinson, but I wonder if he's just getting a bit pumped up here.
What a rescue from Tomkinson. Fire with fire. Nags comes across. There's the dominance we were looking for. And Nags. It's Nags. She wins that battle.
I feel like that's the first time in this game, Nick, that Tomkinson's made a couple of drops in a row, just applied that pressure. Moving forward, North Nagel unlucky with the net cord, but unforced error off the return from Ovchadek, and feels a little bit like that men's doubles third, fourth playoff earlier on. Slow start from the British pair, but working their way back into this game.
Yeah, 4 points in a row for Nags and Tomkinson. See if they can keep that up here on Tomkinson's serve. Return this time to Nags. Net cord is helpful. And Nags suffered defeat in the women's singles after a great comeback from Ovchadek. Can she give her a dose of the similar style of medicine here?
Again.
Tomkinson is playing. Tomkinson has started to play, Sam, and it's 7 points in a row for Nags and Tomkinson.
Side out, Nick, but great run for the British pair, 8-12. Just 4 points the gap.
It's game on. It's game on, and Ellie Tomkinson is awake. The bear has been poked and the bear is responding. That was huge. That's massive. And the point construction from Ovčarek and Nothnagel is sensational there, because that was a critical exchange. It was a scoring exchange, and now Ovčarek and Nothnagel are 2 points away from the gold medal. Wow, the ball was there.
It was indeed. We haven't really seen Ovčarek on the charge like that at this point in any of the matches she's played today, but decides to take it on.
Can Nags and Tomkinson score? Not on the first opportunity. Feels like a crucial point coming up. Body bag. Nothnagel has been tagged by Ellie Tomkinson. It's removed her visor, and that is a visor, not a helmet. Possibly a headshot. There was a big cheer from the crowd, and Nothnagel was disapproving. Either way, this is a 4-point game. Look at the power, look at the aggression, look at the intent, look at the response from Ovčarek.
She is well and truly up for this fight. Not quite sure what happened there off the return, Nick, but a slip from Nags opened up the court. Ovčarek dominates and sets up a championship point here at the One British Pickleball GP. And it is double gold for Karolina Ovčarek. Caroline Nothnagel takes it as well. Commiserations to Nags and Tomkinson, 15-9 in the final. They take home the silver medal and a cool £500 cash prize, but it is Sweet Caroline here at the One GP. Congratulations to Karolina Ovčarek and Caroline Nothnagel for their victory in the women's final. We have one match to come here from Surrey Sports Park. It will be the mixed doubles final, taking place at 10-7. It'll be Maria Fernandez Constantino and Mauro Garcia up against Marta Zayons and Pavel Jankoviak, coming up in approximately half an hour's time. Don't go anywhere.